Ó. Eu tô dando zoom. Qual é o YouTube? Não vai conseguir ver, não. Porque eu não tenho um link. Source. Fazer o que agora? Vou passar esse tempo na câmera. Quando faz o zoom, ela tá dando. Só para poder fazer isso alguns agora. Tem que botar C na câmera? Não, você não, você já tá lá. Passa, bota a frente aí, sabe? Tem mais folga aí? Vai dar? Hã? Ok. Vai pra casa. Deixa lá. Eu me viro mais Rodrigo aí. Boa. Não tem nada aqui, não. E, 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 e. E, som. E. Tá saindo na caixa, não? E, 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 e.
Tá saindo aqui.
Aqui não?
É no fone?
Ela tem AC?
Então morreu. Vê se essa ponta é minha. Liga atrás aí. Esse botãozinho pra cima, pra baixo aí. Desliga e liga de novo. E, 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 e,
Som. Chegou a minha vez? Pronto. Som 2, teste. Ok.
Okay. Well, firstly, I would say welcome everybody to Salvador. Welcome to Bahia, the place where Brazil was born. Salvador was the Brazilian capital during almost 300 years, I think. Brazilians help me. I think it's that after Rio de Janeiro and today Brasilia, right? I'm Professor Rubis Lei, from a computer science department here in Federal University of Bahia State, here in Salvador. Since 2014, I have organized the local competitions. I'm the coach. We have conquered some medals in the Brazilian finals, gold medals, silver medals. We went to the World Finals 3 times, right? And always I have an opportunity to talk about this competition. I would like to talk about 2 important things: diversity and opportunities. Things that world must to learn about. Live together with our difference, with the diversity, and give opportunities to everybody everywhere. And our region, Latin America region, I think it's a good example about that. Our population is made with people from everywhere. Yes, we came for the jungle, our original Americans. We came from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, and we live together here without wars during a long, long time. Thus, we need to learn to live together. Everybody, given opportunities for everybody all around the world. And this competition, I think it's a really a good example about that. Diversity and opportunities. This competition, for me, is a big door of opportunities opened to the world, where all of you can access very nice and big companies like our sponsors here today: Huawei, JetBrains, Nubank, Vtex, or very nice, big or small companies or universities all around the world. We have teams from everywhere, and they live together, have fun together in this competition. So, this competition, it's a big door of diversity and opportunities. All of you can access these opportunities with these companies and universities, right? So, officially I say this door is opened, so come in, and welcome again to Salvador, to Bahia, and Bill, I hope you keep this door open for a long, long time. We'll be here to help you, the students, the coaches, the local directors. Right? So welcome everybody. And I would like to thank you, Carlinhos, Federico, for trusting us organizing this competition here in Salvador. I would also thank Professor Lucy, Professor Anderson, helping the organization. There, Professor Bruno and Professor Danilo, they are from computer science department like me, here in Federal University of Bahia State. I would like to thank our staff, that guys with green t-shirts. Get up. They are very important for us during the competition. And then if you need something, feel free to ask them. for help. We'll try to help you the better we can. And I would like to thank a special thank to the students that were or are in our teams from Federal University of Bahia. They today are working in nice big companies around the world. The door of opportunities. Okay. So again, thank you everybody. Thank you for your attention. Carlinhos, yeah, you continuing. Thank you.
Welcome to Bahia! So again, welcome to the 2024/25 ICPC Latin America Championship, Programadores da América. Hosted by Federal University of Bahia State and Brazilian Computing Society, and is sponsored by JetBrains, Huawei, Nubank, Vtex. Okay? So, to start with, we have some initial words from our sponsors and a video. JetBrains. And a video. Do you want to say some words, yeah?
Bom dia, bem-vindo todos a este evento, é um grande prazer. Eu vou falar em portunhol, em português, and a bit in English as well. So, just to respect also the lot of the audience that speak Spanish, voy a intentar hablar en portuñol para que entiendan portugués y también español, ¿está bien? Es un gran placer para nosotros de JetBrains estar presente en este evento. I would like to thank you, Bill, and congratulate him for this important competition along the years. Y para nosotros en JetBrains es realmente muy importante estar con ustedes. Somos un Global 2 partner de este evento, o sea, un parcero, un sponsor que tiene las herramientas que están instaladas en todas las computadoras que van a utilizar durante la competencia con nuestras soluciones, nuestros IDEs, C-Lion, PyCharm, IntelliJ. Además, también es muy importante este evento, es un evento de comunidad. Comunidad está en el DNA de JetBrains. Desde que empezamos, nuestros productos son enteramente gratuitos para estudiantes, para maestros, educadores y universidades. Entonces, Es realmente un evento que a nosotros nos toca profundamente estar en parcería desde hace muchos años, desde 2001 y desde hace 2017 somos el Global Tools Partner de este importante evento. Entonces, en estos días, lo más importante es la idea de comunidad, de que ustedes estén acá, puedan hacer conexiones, interactuar entre ustedes, además de la competición, también estar desarrollando nuevas amistades, conociendo nuevas personas, culturas. Están en un estado, como mencionó él, que es Salvador, Bahía, donde primero Brasil empezó. Bahía es el único estado de Brasil que tiene una población de negros mayor que la de blancos en Brasil, de los 26 estados. Entonces tiene una cultura muy influenciada por África y diversidad. Es un lugar muy importante en Brasil. Entonces, esto es lo que yo quería decir. Nada más que darles las bienvenidas. Vamos a estar acá todos estos días. Tenemos una sala abajo. Estoy yo y más unas personas acá. Tenemos Margarita también, que está acá. Ahí está Margarita. Que, cualquier necesidad, si tienen cualquier duda, vamos a estar aquí todos estos días, en la noche, en la sala abajo, y también todo por acá durante todo el día con otras personas también. Entonces, nada más que decir que ustedes disfruten mucho, have fun, y que tengan muy buena suerte y una muy buena competición. Muchas gracias y buen evento a todos.
Thank you, JetBrains. And now another video from another sponsor.
When I first came to the rainforest in Central America, one creature above all stood out, the spider monkey. This monkey helps with seed dispersal, and their presence is essential to the overall health and biodiversity of the whole rainforest. We can better protect the spider monkeys if we listen closely and better understand nature's symphony. Upcycled Huawei phones act as the ears of the ecosystem. These phones call into the cloud every second of the day and night in the pouring rain, blistering sun, and dripping humidity. The way our technology is built actually involves these guardians, which are old smartphones in boxes up in trees, capturing all the audio of the forest, streaming it up into the cloud, and then in the cloud we analyze for different things. It's not just about detecting chainsaws anymore, vehicles and the rest. It's about understanding the fabric of nature, ecology of the forest, just through sound. The rainforest sounds are often too complex for humans to interpret, but technology can hear the many complex details of this symphony.
AI makes it possible. At the moment, I'm collecting 200,000 hours of data. So without AI, we can't physically analyze these large data sets.
The more we know about them, the easier it is to protect them, and the easier it is for us to show the world that they matter. And that is part of our mission as well.
Thank you, Huawei. And now I would like to ask the ICPC Executive Director, Bill Poulter to the stage. Well, thank you. Howdy. Hola! There we go. It takes a little while to find it. My memory is a little bit like internet fax. You know, it takes a while to find something, and it's not always that reliable. But at any rate, I'm delighted to be here, and thank you so much, Carlos, for inviting me. And Hubis, Universidad Nacional de Bahia are the champions of champions. And that's a really important difference about this particular competition, because this is a championship. Every team that is competing here is the champion of their university that earned the right to advance to this competition. You see, you are champions. And the ICPC is about championing the next generation so that we can build tools to improve the lives of the people who live in our communities. Now, you might wonder, which communities are our communities? Well, for the time being, the only communities that are your communities are on the planet Earth. Do something about that. Okay? There's a great big universe out there to explore, problems to be solved that benefit your neighbors. Now, how many neighbors do you have? Well, last count, 8 billion of them. Well, how many of the neighbors are your cousins? You know about DNA? 8 billion of them, right? So the bottom line is that you are persons who are aware of your life, being part of life, and giving life to life on this planet, this wonderful place and challenging place and sometimes dangerous place. So live for the living and help make this world a better place. In fact, find something to champion, right? Kindness. When you're kind to someone, you're a champion for kindness. You're a champion for that person. Look beyond what the person is to who the person is, and champion the who of people. But at any rate, I'm just blown away by the ICPC Latin America Championship here today. And as I indicated, this is a championship competition of champions. And who is championing you? Everyone in this room. The people who are watching you. Your sponsors here are championing you. The judges, our systems, our staff are all championing you. They care about you. Now, it was really interesting to me when Ubis mentioned the notion of diversity. The 8 billion cousins are definitely diverse, right? But you will be diverse over your life, because as you learn more about the world that you're in, you become another person. Not different, okay, but more. You'll know more about the world that you're in, and you'll be able to make even better decisions. Back when I used to teach freshmen, I always enjoyed starting the class with the statement that anything worth doing well is worth failing at. And I would get this huge response, failing? Failing? Yeah. You see, because if I fail at something worth doing, then I'm going to figure out how to do it well. You see,
And the key is to use feedback to learn how to do a better job. And don't ever be afraid of failure. As long as you have a friend, a champion, helping you identify what you need to do so that you can champion, you not only can master that material, but you can raise the bar of excellence, not only for yourself, but for your community and for your classmates. And if they perform better, then all of you will be able to do that much more in this wonderful world. So always remember that you are a champion. Always remember that you're not a champion because somebody said that everybody else was a loser. I mean, otherwise we'd have the ICPC Latin America Losers Contest, where everybody's a loser except for one team. For crying out loud, that's so stupid. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not, my grandkids tell me I can't use the stupid word anymore, but it is stupid, you got to admit, you know. All right, this is champions helping others be champions, right? You make championship sing in our community. When the remark was made about diversity, yes, I was asked once about how the ICPC accomplishes what it does. And I said, well, we don't try to. I said, what? He says, well, for one thing, we don't have any barriers. We don't have any doors to open. We have just doorways. Now, sometimes we have to create a doorway that is a path, and we need to encourage people to come into it. So I like to define our way of building community. Okay? It's ours. O stands for opportunity. U stands for unity. R stands for respect. And S stands for service. And if you pull all of that together, it spells ours. The way we build community is to make sure that people not are just included, okay, but they have the opportunity to be fully engaged in building that community, because I just don't know any other way to value something more than to have helped to build it. Okay? So, whoops. Oh, the other thing is I normally talk 50 minutes at a time without interruption, and so I'm not going to do that. I am, though, going to take this time to again thank Fernando, and Ricardo, and Carlos, our judges, are doing just an absolute wonderful time. And Hubis, I've already mentioned you, to say the least, the champion of the champions here. And, of course, Huawei, are our Huawei representatives here? Yeah. Okay. And how about JetBrains, right? Did you know that JetBrains was started by an ICPC team that came to the championship? Yeah, that's exactly right. So if you think that, well, create a company. And then sponsor us. That's exactly right. Yeah, there's no question. And we have New, who's on the cutting edge of providing information services to people. It used to be called banking. Like I say, I haven't seen somebody in Paris put some gold in a saddlebag and ride to London in a long time. That was actually before my time. Right? Not all that far before my time, though, which is which is great. And then our fourth sponsor, LATAM sponsor, also I got to meet down in the showcase area. Are they all here? Mm-hmm. Okay, they're probably working. Make sure you go down to the showcase and meet them because they are you later. Okay? And it's always important to connect. Connecting makes all the difference. You see, the fact is there are three things that are going to define the space of opportunity that you have. That remember opportunity, unity, okay, respect, and service. These are things, all things that make you valuable, okay, to your neighbor. Okay, so, yeah. Those three dimensions are what you can do, who you know who can work with you, and who knows you, those people down in the showcase. Right? And when you put those three things together, then you get choices. All right? And so that's one of the things that the ICPC tries to do. We are community builders. O-U-R-S. And one of these days I might tell you where the I came from, inclusion, because that actually was shared with folks and they got so excited they added that as one of the important things in outreach programs, trying to bring people in together. And so, yes, but this is come to grandma's house. That's the kind of environment we have right here. Who are you? Cousins. Come to grandma's house, unlimited affection. But you have to compete a little for attention. There are an awful lot of you. Okay, so anyway, thank you for letting me come up here and share a few things with you. I'm sorry that my Spanish was learned in French, and my French is bad now. And when I hear Portuguese, I think I'm not understanding it, but it's clearly French, but it's not, you know. In fact, I don't even speak English very well. I speak Texan, you know. So anyway, thank you for inviting me to be here, and to all of you champions of the ICPC platform, academia, industry, and community working together to create a better world for you and for those to come. Thank you for doing that. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bill. So now I have only 10 minutes to do the rest of the work here. We have to speed to velocity 2, and I will need some help. Federico, please come. Federico, let us make the presentation, the team presentation.
Okay. Carlinhos love surprises. I don't have any idea.
We are going to present the most important people here, the teams. The
okay.
team!
Applause.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for making the effort to be here. That picture was taken here, maybe 100 meters from there. It's I find it amazing. So next one. Oh yeah, thank you. Federico.
Okay. We had 2,842 teams this year in the Latin America contest from 560 schools. That's amazing. From 17 countries in our 6 regions.
Oh, the distribution to the countries. You can see the number of teams, number of schools in each country. Yeah? And here, from the very beginning, the first actually Latin America championship was in '96. I think none of you were born there. I mean, maybe only Rodrigo. Rodrigo was born in '96. Yeah?
We have a couple of people that were at that contest.
Yeah, we have a couple of people that was actually '97. Yeah, and then in this year we have a record number of teams. Do you see?
As you can see, we have 6 regions, and we have here teams for each one of those regions. Mexico. Where is Mexico here? Brazil. Caribbean. South America South.
How come?
Yeah, I don't know. South America North. And Central America.
And now we are here for the Programadores América. In Salvador, 42 teams, 40 schools, 16 countries, 16 female contestants. Yeah, very good. And 7 female coaches. That's the qualified teams. You can see we have, as you know, we have some ways to qualify to here. Yeah, the performance, the teams that qualified by performance, some teams qualified by country. We have at least one team from each country.
For each country, yeah.
From representation, you can see in green. The host institution is in yellow, and the female teams in I don't know this color. What color is that?
Orange.
Okay. And compared to the last year, you can see the difference last year and this year. Okay. I'm going to post this presentation. You can see it with more time afterwards. And now
the teams.
The team. This very beautiful photo from Guadalajara. We were last year at most probably the same
yes,
day.
The same day, yeah.
We were in Guadalajara, and now from Argentina. Argentina has 49 participations in the World Finals. 16 times Argentinian teams were the best Latin America team in the World Final. And 3 times Argentinian teams got a bronze medal in the World Finals. 7 Argentinian teams have been in the Latin America Championship, and they got 1 gold medal. And 3 times the Argentinian team was the best team in the ICPC regional, in our regional, okay?
Okay.
And from Argentina we have
Universidad Tecnológica Nacional.
Champán en lata. 3 times in the World Finals, 2 times in the Latin America Final.
Universidad de Buenos Aires.
Cormanet, UBA was 33 times in the World Finals. 12 times it was the best Latin American team in the World Finals. And they got 3 medals, 3 bronze medals. The UBA got 2 times in the Latin America and a gold medal.
Also from Universidad de Buenos Aires.
Incidentes catastróficos en la práctica del caos. It's the same, okay? I'm not going to do it again.
Universidad Nacional de La Plata.
In either name. 2 times in the World Finals, 1 time in the Latin America Finals.
Universidad Nacional de Rosario.
Red Black 3. 7 World Finals. One time they were the best team, best Latin America team in the World Finals. 2 times here in the Latin America Finals. And now from Bolivia. Bolivia has 5 participations in the World Finals and 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship.
Universidad Mayor de San Simón.
Perritos Malvados, 3 times in the World Finals, 1 time here. Oh, Brazil. 125 participations in the World Finals, 11 times best Latin America teams in the World Finals, and 1 bronze medal. We have in Brazil 25 participations in the Latin America final teams, no? And we got a champion, no? The Programadores de América, and 3 gold medals, 3 silver medals, and 2 bronze medals. And 22 times a Brazilian team was the best team in the regional. From Brazil.
Universidad Federal de Campina Grande.
Cash overflow. 8 participations in the World Finals. 1 time the best Latin America team is in the World Finals. 1 participation here in the Latin America Championship.
Pontificia Universidade Católica de Goiás.
C++, uma linguagem misteriosa. The first participation here in the Latin America Final.
Universidade de São Paulo.
Let's have some time. Faça o WM. 17 participations in World Finals. 3 times the best Latin America team in the World Finals with 1 bronze medal. 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship. 1 gold medal.
Universidade Federal de Alagoas.
Floyd Warshall. Their first participation here in the Latin America Championship.
Instituto Militar de Engenharia.
I was jubilado for skipping a week of class. 6 participations in World Finals. 1 time the best Latin America team in the World Finals and 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship.
Universidade Federal do Rio de Janeiro.
Los Medonhos. 8 participations in the World Finals. 2 times participation in the Championship. 1 silver medal.
Universidade do Estado de Santa Catarina.
Max Enzo Eric. 1 World Final. 2 Latin America Championships.
Universidade Federal de Goiás.
Monkeys, acho que é DP. Era guloso. 2 participations in the World Finals. 2 participations in the Latin America Championship. 1 bronze medal.
Universidade Estadual de Campinas.
Paracuru Eusébio Pão de Queijo, a vida é boa. 16 times in the World Finals. 1 best team in the best Latin America team in the World Finals. 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship. 1 gold medal, 1 bronze medal.
Universidade Federal do Amazonas.
Provado por AC. 1 participation in the World Finals. 1 participation here. First participation here.
Universidade Federal da
Our
Bahia.
host! Sacro Império Baiano Germânico. 3 World Finals, 1 Championship. First participation in the Championship.
Universidade Federal de Pernambuco.
Pernambuco, tamo las 4. 16 participations in the World Finals. 1 time they were the best Latin America team in the World Finals. The first participation here, and for 8 times, Federal de Pernambuco was the best team in the regional.
Universidade Federal de Minas Gerais.
Torcida Pão de Alho, the defending champions. 6 times they were in World Finals. 2 Latin America Championships and the champions! 1 gold medal and 1 silver medal. From Chile! Chile has 9 participations in World Finals, 3 times here, 3 teams here, and 1 bronze medal from Chile.
Universidad de Chile.
Globos get 7 participations in World Finals, 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship. And from Colombia, 32 times in the World Finals, 4 teams here in the Latin America Championship, and once the best team in the regional. From Colombia?
Universidad EAFIT.
Bean Powerpuff Girls. 5 participations in the World Finals and 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship.
Pontificia Universidad Javeriana Cali.
Sparkis 2 grabs that open pretty. The first participation here in the championship.
Universidad Nacional de Colombia, Bogotá.
15 participations in World Finals, 2 participations here. Un pasito tum tum, the best team once, the best team in the ICBC regional. They got tourists. Tourist is here? Tourist is here? Oh. Oh, okay. Costa Rica, since 2005. 6 participations in World Finals, 2 times here in the Latin America Championship.
Instituto Tecnológico de Costa Rica, Alajuela.
Todo es mental. 1 time in the World Finals, 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship. Cuba, 25 participations in World Finals. Once the Cuban team was the best Latin American team in the World Finals, and 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship, and 2 times also teams from Cuba were the best team in the ICBC regional.
Universidad de La Habana.
The Chefs, 12 times in the World Finals. Once they were the best team in the World Finals, best Latin America team in the World Finals. 2 times here in the Latin America Championship, and 2 times the team from La Habana was the best team in the ICBC regional Latin America. From República Dominicana, 3 participations in World Finals and 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship.
Instituto Tecnológico de Santo Domingo.
2 participations in the World Final, 1 participation here in the Latin America Championship. Pray for Mark. From El Salvador, por favor.
From El Salvador.
2 participations in the Latin America Championship.
Universidad Centroamericana José Simeón Cañas.
Infinite Loops, 2 participations here.
Guatemala, desde el año 2000.
They were 2 times here in the championship. Universidad Rafael Landivar, 500 internal group error. 2 participations here. Actually, they didn't come. And Mexico. Mexican teams were 68 times in the World Finals. Once the best Latin America team in the World Finals. And 10 teams participating here in the Latin America Championship. And they got 1 silver medal.
Universidad de Guanajuato, CIMAT.
Cocum, 13. 8 participations in World Finals. 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship. And a silver medal.
Escuela Superior de Cómputo, Instituto Politécnico Nacional.
Enchiladas con patas. 7 participaciones, 7 times in the World Finals. Once the best Latin America team in the World Finals. And the first participation here.
Universidad Autónoma de Yucatán.
Gauss and Rose. Their first participation here.
Universidad de Guadalajara, CUSEI.
Motomomis. They have 4 participations in the World Finals and their first participation here in the Latin America Championship.
Escuela Superior de Cómputo, Instituto Politécnico Nacional.
No nos ocurrió un nombre. 7 participations in the World Finals. Once the best Latin America team in the World Finals. And their first participation here in the championship.
Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México.
Rocky 4. 3 participations in the World Finals. The first participation here in the Latin America Championship.
Universidad Panamericana Bonaterra.
Upgraded. 5 times in the World Finals and 2 participations here in the Latin America Championship.
Perú.
12 participations in the World Finals, 4 teams participating here in the championship, and 1 bronze medal from Peru.
Universidad Nacional de San Agustín de Arequipa.
Code Red at Alfalo, their first participation here.
Universidad Nacional de Ingeniería FC.
Unrated legendary grandmasters, 5 times in the World Finals, 4 teams participating here in the Latin America Championship in the bronze medal.
Universidad de Ingeniería y Tecnología.
The WA doesn't go away with their first participation here.
Puerto Rico.
2 times here in the championship.
Universidad de Puerto Rico, Mayagüez.
Cypher ++, their first participation here.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago, they have 2 participations in the Latin America Championship.
University of the West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago.
3x+1, 2 times here in the championship.
Uruguay.
Uruguay, 2 times participation in the championship.
Universidad ORT, Uruguay.
Dividimos y no conquistamos. Their first participation here.
Venezuela.
Venezuela has 15 participations in the World Finals, 2 participations here in the championship, and once a Venezuelan team was the best team in the regional.
Universidad Metropolitana.
Naranja 2. The first time here in the championship. And we have also the Café con Leite, the coffee with milk teams, the no competitive teams. I asked them to send photos. Some didn't. As you know, I find some photos.
Of course.
And we have Bela Sensual, Choripunk, Los Jubilados, Chilaquiles con Caipirinha,
Leones más un carajillo. Infiltrados.
Os últimos serão os últimos.
Nubank is in the house.
Nubank is in the And the fate of the one-line bug, the last man's revenge. And we have here the Latin America Hall of Fame in the World Finals, ICPC World Finals. We have got 4 bronze medals. The first was in the 2001 Vancouver, Universidade de São Paulo. Second one, Universidade de Buenos Aires in Hawaii, 2002.
The third one is Universidad de Buenos Aires in 2003. And the last one, Universidad de Buenos Aires in Luxor, 2023.
We have Carlos here. Where are you, Carlos? Ah, yeah, yeah. Very good. So that's the ranking.
By countries.
We have three things, yeah? The champion at the regional, the best team in the regional, the best team in the World Finals, and the Latin America champion in the championship.
We have only one of those.
Yeah, we have only one. That's why Brazil is the first, you know. Brazilian teams were 22 times the champion at the regional, 11 times the best team in the World Finals, and the current champion, the current champion.
Argentina has 3 times the champion at the regional and 16 times the best team in the World Finals.
Cuba, 2 times the champion at the regional and 1 time the best team in the World Finals.
Venezuela, 1 time the champion at the regional.
Colombia, also 1 time the champion of the region.
And Mexico, 1 time the best team in the World Finals.
And those are the universities. Oh my God. That's the champion at the regional, FPE, IMUSP, ITA, UBA, Unicamp, PUC-Rio, Universidade de La Habana, Universidade Nacional de Colômbia. Não tenho ideia. Que universidade é essa? Simón Bolívar. Sí, claro.
Okay. Unicamp.
E Universidade de São Paulo, São Carlos. In the best Latin American team in the World Finals, we have UBA, IMIUSP, ITA. Haha. This one? Córdoba.
Córdoba.
Instituto Politécnico
Nacional ESCOM.
IMI, PUC-Rio, Universidade de La Habana, Universidade de Palermo, Universidade de Rosário, Unicamp, Federal de Campina Grande, Federal de Pernambuco. And Latin America champion?
Universidad Federal de Minas Gerais.
That's it. They're the teams.
Tú quedas para los premios también. Para los premios.
¿Y él dice algo? ¿Tiene tiempo para decir algo?
Sí, ¿cómo?
Ricardo habla.
Sí, si quiere. We are deciding things, okay? So, maybe you do that.
Is there any presentation? Or not?
No, it's
Okay. This year we decided to recognize the work of some of the precursors, from the pioneers of the ICPC in Latin America. There. I'd like to invite, I also like surprises, Christian from the RCD from South America South. Come to the stage. Almost 30 years ago, a couple of people ran the first Latin America ICPC contest. Next year, exactly. We'd like to invite to the stage Ricardo Baeza Yates, one of those pioneers. Ricardo worked at Universidad de Chile at that time, right? Christian, please.
So thank you. This was a surprise. Federico told me you have to be here. You will learn this. So just a small typo. I was here in '96. So this was in Campinas, the first South American contest, 10 Brazilian teams and 1 Chilean team. And of course, Brazil won. So, but then I became part of the organizing committee with my Mishara, Cadão, the hub. It's a pity that he is not here because I did the PhD with him. So, eu fiz el PhD con Cadão, the hub, no, Waterloo, en Canadá. Ahí nos conocimos y él me invitó a participar, no, primer concurso. So, thank you. This is a very nice, and then, voy a falar portuñol melhor. Lo más increíble es que siento que eso pasó hace un año. Son 29 años atrás. Así que muito obrigado, Carlinhos, Federico, por esto. Thank you, and thank you, Bill, for organizing some marvelous contest. Okay.
Thank you. Fede, Brian, are you there? Yeah, please. RCDs from Argentina. We also would like to recognize Irene Lozo, who was not able to be here with us today, but in her representation, we have Brian receiving the prize from Fede. Or the other way around, exactly. We will try, Irene, to join us next year to celebrate it with her. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Carlinhos said that we should say some words in behalf of Irene. We know that she really wanted to be here. She's been really important in Argentina also, starting ICPC. She's been for a long time. In the whole region, she's been really present. And as you've seen the prizes in Universidad of Buenos Aires, she did a lot of work. So we're really thankful for her, for her work. And thank you, Fede and Carlinhos, for giving her this honor. Thanks.
And for the last recognition, I'd like Bruno to come here to the stage. Bruno. We also like to recognize Casio de Campos, the creator of Boca. Bruno Rivas is the system manager. Two generations of Boca. What the? Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. It was a surprise, but I made some notes. In this small time we had. And they gave me the microphone, so you are in trouble now. I would like first to thank TU Eindhoven to allow me to be here, because it's in the middle of the teaching period. But most of all, I would like to thank the organization for the invitation and for the award. It's a great recognition, and I'm honored by it. And I would like to give a few words about the Boca, because I'm in the competition since 97, 98. And in 2002, we had a major failure of the system. And then in a week time, I decided to write a new code, to have a better code to organize the context that I believe you're still using. I can't believe, actually, that you're still using. But in 2002, Carlinhos lost all the hair. He looked like a rock star before. So you can see what happened in 2002. And then they invited me here for this, and this was a great honor. You can see Rodrigo didn't get affected, but it's because it's made of titanium, flexible titanium or something. And we even shared the room once. I tried to cut it, but it's impossible. It's really impossible to do that. So what happened after that is that we had many years of this, and then I was told I was getting this award, and the organization told me, dress the best way you can. And actually I did think about that very well, and I brought it to you here, what it meant to dress the best way you can. So this is the t-shirt that was used in 2003, where this first year that Boca was used in a competition. But as you see, it didn't survive the trip to here. So my only option was to dress like this because my best clothes were not available. So I'm sorry for that. But I thought dressing this with the holes was a bit too much for today. This is very interesting because many people think that Boca, which is the name of the system, is related to the sports team in Argentina. And actually, I was a big fan of Boca at the time, just because it was always a weak team, but beat the hell out of Brazilians. And so this was super nice. But actually, the reason is because in Brazil there is a saying, when you do something very quick just to fix a problem, you call that meia boca. And then the first version was the 0.5 boca. And we stayed with that for a long time. So that's actually the reason of the name. But I still like Boca, and I'm not talking about the one here. Though I also very proud that you are still using Boca nowadays. But all this, the most difficult thing was really not the fact that in 2002 had that problem. I mean, these are all challenges that we and you face, and I'm pretty sure any of you would jump in and do a similar thing. I was competing before, and then we solve the problems and we move on and we get the competition better. But way worse than that was to share a room with Bruno in a World Finals without a shower, a working shower. I mean, they later fixed it, but that was, way worse than doing Boca. Boca was not even the second. I mean, the second worst thing is to come here and have to fight for papaya because Federico keeps eating all of it before I can arrive to the food. So, but Boca was probably the third worst of those. So I'm very honored to be here, and I will conclude just to say that dedication is can be represented, or it's like dressing like that for 3 minutes and for the sake of a joke. But those guys organizing here, they are wearing and dressing a suit the whole year for this competition, and I think this is also what kept me going. Obviously, this is for you. And it's for the competition, but what kept me going is this group, which I'm not going to name more people than I already did, but please don't feel excluded if I didn't name you. But that is the community, and that is, I think I heard from Lucy, the very same words a few days ago, is that, this is the tribe that you create, and this is the most important, so I'm very happy to be here. And I know that I already used it 3 times, 7 times, or something in between of the time I had, so thank you.
Hello. And now? Now I understand we have some music? Yeah? Do we have some music? Yeah? I'm getting here in my point. Do we have some music now? Yeah. Yes, we have some music. Yeah, I got here. Yeah, okay. Wait. Seems that music is. Someone can sing here. Bill, can you sing? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Strangers in the night, they go romancing. Up. The stars at night, they shine so bright. Bum, 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 deep in the heart of Bahia. There you go. Oh. I've been around the world in a plane. I was knighted by the King of Spain. The North Pole I have charted, but I can't get started with you. That was from... Well...
Someone else. I can find someone else to sing, I know. Who wants to sing here? Yeah? Well, who wants to sing? Rodrigo! No? Jokes? Can someone take what? Rodrigo, the guitar. ¿Dónde está? No. And music is coming. Yeah, it's coming. Okay. They are very slowly coming.
First of all, I played trumpet. Okay, so was in band and orchestra and so forth. I always loved music, and it turns out a large number of computer scientists love music. Because after all, music is multi-threaded coding, right? It's just that a lot of musicians can't figure that out, but we can. But as a result of playing trumpet, I can sing almost any tune you can imagine, okay? As long as I stick to the trumpet part. Ta 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 ta. You see, it's just ta ta ta. Sometimes it's titika titika, and sometimes it's tika 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 tika. But you know, it was a whole lot easier, and there were only 3 valves. But it's amazing, with 3 valves, you could still mess up a lot. You know, all right. So computers were. I switched to computing because it was easier. But anyway, there you have it.
Yeah. What should we do about that? Yeah. Me? You're not going to. No, you don't like it. You don't like it.
Quizá no fue
Thank you.
coincidencia encontrarme contigo. Tal vez esto lo hizo el destino. Quiero dormirme de nuevo en tu pecho. Y después me despierte en tus besos. Tu sexto sentido sueña conmigo. Sé que pronto estaremos unidos. Esa sonrisa traviesa que vive conmigo. Sé que pronto estaré en tu camino. Sabes que estoy colgando en tus manos. Así que no me dejes caer. Sabes que no perderé la esperanza de hablar contigo. No me importa qué dice el destino. Quiero tener tu fragancia conmigo.
Eu? Ah, tá.
Já pintou verão, calor no coração, a festa vai começar. Salvador se agita numa só alegria, eternos Dodô e Osmar. Na Avenida 7 da Paz eu sou tiete, na Barra o farol a brilhar. Carnaval na Bahia, oitava maravilha, nunca irei te deixar, meu amor. Eu vou atrás do trio elétrico, vou dançar ao negro toque do agogô, curtindo a minha baianidade na go. Yo, 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 eu queria que essa fantasia fosse eterna. Quem sabe um dia a paz vence a guerra e viver será só festeja. Laia, laia, já pintou verão, calor no coração, a festa vai começar. Salvador se agita numa só alegria, eternos Dodô e Osmar. Na Avenida 7 da Paz eu sou tiete, na Barra o farol a brilhar. Carnaval na Bahia, oitava maravilha, nunca irei te deixar, meu amor. Eu vou atrás do trio elétrico, vou dançar ao negro toque do agogô, curtindo a minha baianidade na cor. Yo, 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 eu queria que essa fantasia fosse eterna. Quem sabe um dia a paz vence a guerra e viver será só festeja. Laia, laia, baixinho, percussão, baixinho. Vocês podem levantar pra curtir essa energia com a gente. Quem quiser ficar de pé, stand up, isso, pra ficar gostoso. E agora eu quero ouvir vocês, quem souber, responde, repeat please. Eu falei faraó, reclamou de um pelourinho, dinamite a base do Egito, reclamou de um pelourinho, faraó, que maravilha, Egito. O que maravilha, Egito, faraó, 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 Deus e divindade infinita do universo, predominante esquema mitológico, a ênfase do espírito original se formará o Éden ovo cósmico. A inversão, nem os íris sabe como aconteceu. A inversão, nem os íris sabe como aconteceu. A ordem ou submissão do outro seu transformou-se na verdadeira humanidade. Epopeia no código de Gerbi, e eu falo inútil, gerou as estrelas. Osíris proclama matrimônio com Isis, e o Malsete, irado assassinou e enviará ouro, levando avante a vingança do pai, derrotando o empenho do Malsete, o grito da vitória. Cadê Tutankhamon, Akhenaton, Tutankhamon. Só vocês, repeat please. Eu falei faraó, reclamou de um pelourinho, pirâmide a base do Egito, reclamou de um pelourinho, Oh, que maravilha é Egito. Oh, que maravilha é Egito. Egito é faraó. 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 Pedi para. Minhas amigas, subam no palco pra dividir com o palco comigo, vem. Obrigada. Muito obrigada. Salve o mês de março, mês feminino. Salve todos os dias. Quem é que sobe a ladeira do Curuzu? E a coisa mais linda de se ver é o Ileaie. O mais belo dos belos sou eu. Bata no peito mais forte e diga, eu sou Ilê. Não me pegue, não, me deixa à vontade. Oh, não me pegue, não, me deixa à vontade. Deixa eu curtir o Ilê, no charme da liberdade. Deixa eu curtir o Ilê, no charme da liberdade. Quem não curte não sabe, negão, o que está perdendo é tanta felicidade que Ileaie vem trazendo. 18 anos de glória não, são 18 dias nessa linda trajetória do Carnaval da Bahia. E a galera dizer, não me pegue não, ou me deixa à vontade. Ou não me pegue não, ou me deixa à vontade. Deixa eu curtir o Ilê, no charme da liberdade. Deixa eu curtir o Ilê, no charme da liberdade. É sábado de carnaval, seu negão, que tremendo zum, zum, zum. Ele está se preparando pra subir o Curuzu. Quem não aguenta chora, não, de tanta emoção. Deus teve imenso prazer de criar essa perfeição. E a galera dizer, não me pegue não, ou me deixa à vontade. Ou não me pegue não, ou me deixa à vontade. Deixa eu curtir o Ilê, no charme da liberdade. Deixa eu curtir o Ilê, no charme da liberdade. Quem é que sobe a ladeira do Curuzu? E a coisa mais linda de se ver é o Ileaie. O mais belo dos belos sou eu. Bata no peito mais forte e diga, eu sou Ilê. Bata no peito mais forte e diga, eu sou Ilê. Bata no peito mais forte e diga, eu sou Ilê. Obrigada. Obrigada. Pra cantar com a gente, vai. Aê, 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 hey, 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 oh. Aê, 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 aê. Quando você chega, quando você chega, quando você chegar numa nova estação, te espero no verão. Salve Salvador, me bato, me quebro tudo por amor. Eu sou do Pelô, o negro é raça, é fruto do amor. Salve Salvador, me bato, me quebro tudo por amor. Eu sou do Pelô. Bora, bora, bora. Aê, 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 hey, 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 oh, aê, 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 hey, 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 oh. Quando você chegar, quando você chegar, quando você chegar numa nova estação, te espero no verão. Salve Salvador, me bato, me quebro tudo por amor. Eu sou do Pelô, o negro é raça, é fruto do amor. Salve Salvador, me bato, me quebro tudo por amor. Eu sou do Pelô. Vai, 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 vai. Aê, aê. aê, 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 hey, 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 hey. Bonito, bonito. Aê, 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 aê. Oh, não, não me abandone, não me desespere, porque eu não posso ficar sem você. Oh, não, 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 não me abandone, não me desespere, porque eu não posso ficar sem você, porque eu não posso ficar sem você, porque eu não posso ficar sem te ver. Vem, vem, vem pro swing da cor, relaxar do calor, e quem sabe me amarrar. Vem, vem, o teu sorriso é pequeno, no teu beijo tem veneno, está querendo me apaixonar. Segura o faco que ioiô, segura o faco que ioiô, essa mozinha larauê. Segura o paco que ioiô, essa mozinha larauê. Segura o paco que ioiô, essa mozinha larauê. Não, não, não me abandone, não me desespere, porque eu não posso ficar sem você. Oh, não, 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 não me abandone, não me desespere, porque eu não posso ficar sem você. Eu não posso ficar sem você. Eu não posso ficar sem te ver. Vem, vem, vem pro swing da cor, relaxar do calor, e quem sabe me amarrar. Vem, vem, o teu sorriso é pequeno, no teu beijo tem veneno, está querendo me apaixonar. Segura o paco que ioiô, segura o paco que ioiô, somos em Zalarauê. Segura o paco que ioiô, somos em Zalarauê. Segura o paco que ioiô, somos em Zalarauê. Ê, birimbau, pedaços de arame, pedaços de pau, juntou com a cabaça, virou birimbau, birimbau sim. Oh, birimbau, sacode a poeira, Madalena, expande a tristeza e canta. Eu sou o mundo em quem tu és. Ê, birimbau, sacode a poeira, Madalena, expande a tristeza e canta. Eu sou o mundo em quem tu és. Venha, vem meu amor, com o Odum nessa melodia. Vem meu amor, deixa fluir essa energia, aguça sua consciência, negra cor, negra cor. Esse para o mal que nos rodeia, se defender. A arma é musical, canta, canta, cantando reggae, cantando jazz, cantando blues, eu louvo a já. Eu digo já chegou, Olodum, cantando reggae, cantando jazz, cantando blues, eu louvo a já. Vou escolher um pra dançar com a gente lá na frente. Vou escolher um pra dançar com a gente aí, tá? Quem quer dançar com a gente ali? Quem quer mostrar o swing da Bahia? Quem já aprendeu a dançar? Só isso, ó. Aprendeu? Aprendeu? Só isso aqui, ó. Aprenderam? Aprendeu? Aprendeu? Só isso aqui. Vem, vem, vem mostrar. Vem, é. Vem, vem, vem. Aê! Aê! Primeiro ele vai dançar, 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 ó. Assim. É birimbau, pedaços de arame, pedaços de pau, juntou com a cabaça, virou birimbau, birimbau sim. Aplausos pra ele. Baixinho, 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 baixinho. Agora eu vou escolher mais um pra tocar, pra tocar. Vai tocar? Pouquinho, não? Quem vai tocar? Você. Venha, venha, venha. Tinha que ser uma mulher. Woman. Tinha que ser um woman. Ó. Aplausos! Mais um pra tocar. Venha. Aê! Mais um pra tocar aqui, Carlinha. Vem, meu amor, com o odum nessa melodia. Vem, meu amor, deixa fluir essa energia. Aguça sua consciência, negra cor. Esse paranormal que nos rodeia se defender. A arma é o musical, cantando reggae, cantando jazz, cantando blues. Eu louvo a já, eu digo já chegou. Cantando reggae, cantando jazz, cantando blues. Eu louvo a já, eu digo já chegou. Olodum, birimbau, pedaços de arame, pedaços de pau, juntou com a cabaça virou o quê? Birimbau sim. Aê! Muito obrigada. Thank you so much. Obrigada, muito obrigada. Vamos saindo como entramos, com a beleza da percussão feminina. Muito obrigada, hein? Não me pegue, não me toque, por favor não me provoque. Eu só quero ver e ler. Passa. Não me pegue, não me toque, por favor não me provoque. Eu só quero ver e ler. Bora. Passa. Quero ver você e ler aê. Passar por aqui. Eu quero ver. Quero ver você e ler aê. Passar por aqui. Rebentou e leaê, Curuzu, toque de Angola e Jexá. Vamos pra cama, meu bem. Me pegue agora, me dê um beijo gostoso. Pode até me amassar, mas me solte quando lê. Passa. Vai. Quero ver você e leaê. Passar por aqui, obrigada. Thank you. Quero ver você e leaê. Passar por aqui. Eu quero ver. Quero ver você e leaê. Passar por aqui. Eu quero ver você e leaê. Passar por aqui. Thank you.
Fantastic. Hello. Fantastic. Yeah. Someone want to sing after that? I don't think so. Now we have some of our sponsors. The first one to make the talk is going to be again? It's going to be? A little bit retarded, but work. is going to be Vtex. Thank you, Vtex.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I hope you are all well. Well, my name is Jonas. I am a HR analyst at Vtex, and I will give you all a little context of what Vtex is. So, first of all, we need to know that Vtex provides a software as a service platform for enterprise brands and retailers. Which means with our platform, our customers can create their own business website and sell their products. As you can see, we have a wide range of clients, a diverse range of clients, and that proves that our platform is diverse and it's flexible enough to meet the needs of our customers. So now that I've talked about what Vtex is and provide, I will tell you a bit about how we got here. Well, it all started in 2000 with the two recently graduated engineers, Geraldo and Mariano. They harnessed the power of the internet to create something unique, giving birth to Vtex. Then, after 10 years of continuous learning and development, we started to focus on our platform, as I said before, in a SaaS platform, and also we started to use the revenue sharing business model. Then in 2013, we started our expansion over Latin America, and also we launched a flagship event called Vtex Day. It takes place every year and has features very well-known figures such as Barack Obama, Lewis Hamilton, Malala, among others. And after that, as you can see in the slide, we started to deploy the marketplace of a lot of major clients as Whirlpool, Cencosud, CNA, and Carrefour. And in 2019, we started our expansion again, but this time focusing on North America and Europe, since the expansion over Latin America was a success. And what about now? Now we have 15 offices across the world, and we are a company listed on the NIC, and we have customers operating in all continents. So for over 20 years, our stakeholders have placed their trust in us, in our brands and our solutions, and that's what make it possible for us to become what we are now, a composable and complete commerce platform. And that being said, I will call my colleague Fabi to talk about what it's like to work within Vtex.
So hello folks, good morning. My name is Fabiana and I'm a senior software engineer in Vtex. And well, it's been 5 years that I've been in the company, and you might ask yourselves what Vtex has that is so attractive for engineers to stay there. And I do have the answer for you. So the idea is that we do have an amazing work environment with an amazing culture and also pretty difficult technical challenges that you would probably like. And the whole company is driven by working principles that you can see over here. And the idea is that I and all the other colleagues that are employees, we can see we using those working principles in the company within our daily basis. And the whole engineering career path is actually based on those. So to build your career is actually to work on them and to make sure that you can evolve as a professional within the company. And the working environment is pretty great, really flexible. And in the end of the day, it's pretty interesting to see that collaboration is actually a word that it's part of our vocabulary. Because we are a company that within it, we learn, we teach, we can express our opinion, and in the end of the day, we are part of the product as well. And this is really important because you feel that you can be heard and you can be yourself as well. And one pretty good example of what Vtex is Black Friday. It's one of the biggest events and the most, I'd rather say like the most important day of the Vtex, which is Black Friday, as I said before. And as we can see, we've reached numbers that we've never reached before in the last year. And you can see that we had over 2 million orders in a single day. And this is something that for all the more of 3,000 clients that we have, we need to ensure that we are reliable, we are resilient. We need to ensure that all the features and all the capabilities of the platform are up for the clients to use them and make sure that they profit over it. And the best part of it is that we are actually decreasing the number of incidents that we had during the Black Friday. So it shows actually some good enhanced improvement on the processes of actually being prepared and getting prepared during the year for this major event. And as I said, we pursue the highest standards. So we need to ensure that the clients will get what they need whenever they need. So to actually prepare for big events as Black Friday, we need to commit ourselves to preparing for it. In terms of, we need to conduct load tests, for instance, to make sure that if there is any problems within the platform, we can fix on time. And my colleague here is actually responsible in his internship program project to develop and enhance all the tooling that we had for load tests. So you can see that it's a major impact that an intern did last year. And we also need to start design and architecture review sessions to make sure that we map every problem and every single point of failure that we might have to make sure that we can plan ahead and fix everything. And at last but not least, of course, we don't want our clients to be down, but problems can happen. So we need to make sure that we have backup protocols and processes for anything that can go wrong during those days, in terms of handling crises and having strategies for handling disaster recoveries. And right now, I'm going to pass the word to my colleague that it's an ex-intern on Vtex.
Hey everyone, my name is Mateus. I work today as a software engineer together with Fabi, but I entered in Vtex through its summer internship project and actually participated in the ICPC challenge in 2023. So I'm here to talk a little bit about how the summer internship project works and why I, as a former ICPC alumni, choose to work at Vtex and participate in this internship. So our Vtex summer internship motto is that it's a program designed to identify and develop the best talent. That's a pretty phrase to say, but we are actually doing practice to make this project become true. So instead of just like hiring an intern to stay in a random team, solving like leftover tasks that no one wants to do, we create like a tailored project based in the context or the tech stack you want to work. So for example, when you receive this summer internship offer, you can say, I want to work like in an infrastructure project, or in a backend, front end, or a data-related project. And we get a mentor and a co-mentor that will design this structured project end-to-end for you to work during these 12 weeks of the summer internship project. So not only it's a tailored and personalized project for what you want to work on, but more than that is a problem to solve a critical problem, also or create a new feature that impacts the entire company. So for example, my summer internship project was to refactor our load test tooling. So not only we broke all the records from the previous Black Friday, as Fabi said, we knew that we could break these records without any additional stress to the platform because we tested using the tools that I created during my internship. So can I imagine have such a huge impact in a company as Vtex as an intern during your project? So this is the type of impact and value we deliver just as an intern. So it's a pretty cool moment. And more than that, the problem last 12 weeks, and I did a joke the first time I presented this in the first phase in São Paulo of ICPC, that I accepted the summer internship project offer for the same reason I started to participate in these ICPC challenges and coding marathons. That was to win free travels and winning cool t-shirts for free. So during these 12 weeks, we spent like 2 weeks in Rio de Janeiro, where you travel to get to know a little bit about the city, you get to know the office, and more than that, you get to present your project to Geraldo. So this guy there is the CEO of the company. So you get to, in the first month of the company, you present your project directly to the guy that created the company and like founded a 20-year, billion-dollar tech company in Brazil. So that's pretty meaningful like discussing the tech requirements of your project with the guy that founded it all. So it's a pretty cool. And as I said, we'll visit Rio de Janeiro, we'll do some cool sightseeing tours, go to visit the Redeemer, and win these cool jackets as well that comes personalized with the university you're studying. So pretty cool experience. So this is the 6th edition. We have more than 100 students that are participating in our summer and winter internship. From my 2024 edition, we have 5 interns. All of them received an offer to continue at Vtex, and more than that, 60% actually accepted the offer. So not only the people that are accepted are pretty good and receive an offer to continue at the company, but the people really like the experience and the summer internship project and choose to keep working at Vtex. So that's a pretty cool success metrics. And this is the numbers for this year edition. So we have almost 2,000 candidates for the 2025 edition. We have some code assessment and code interviews that were used to solve here in all the marathons and code challenges you do. We have a video assessment where you can talk a little bit about a cool problem you solve, whether in a technical field, personal field, or like in a university class. And a final interview where you get to know a little bit better about you and see if there is a good fit between you and the Vtex culture. So we value pretty much the background related with marathon. So for this year, we have 7 turns, and 5 out of the 7 turns have a background related with coding marathons and ICPC challenges, because here reflects the skills that we want to evaluate during our interview process. The strong in programming skills, solving hard challenges that we'll be doing here all these days, and having good in communication skills. So at the end of the day, this is a team competition, so you have to articulate and discuss the problems with your partners so you can solve the problems as fast as possible. So these 2 drivers are the ones that we most value at Vtex, and because of that, we like so much when we hire ex-ICPC alumni. So if any of you got interested and want to travel to Rio as well, so here's the QR code so you can subscribe. We'll be in the stand as well. So if any of you have any questions or doubts, don't be afraid to reach me out, or Fabi or Jonas. We'll be here all day with you. So just hoping so we can talk a little bit better about the project. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vtex. And now I'm going to do it. So let's see. The next sponsor is Huawei. Yeah. Huawei. Yeah. So please come to the stage.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's enjoying the event. My name is Mohammed Akbari. I'm a principal AI researcher at Huawei Cloud. And today I want to talk about, briefly actually introduce Huawei Cloud and some tech challenges behind that. And then I want to show you some cool projects that we've been doing in the past year as well. Let me see how this thing works. Okay, cool, yeah. This is the outline of my presentation. Depending on the time, I'll try to cover most of them, but maybe not all of them. And first of all, I'll just briefly talk about a history of the social impacts that we've had from the Iron Age all the way to the AI era. And talk a little bit about the AI plus versus plus AI, what's the difference. And also briefly introduce Huawei Cloud, the infrastructure, and how it's globally affecting actually the AI research. And at the in the next part, I want to talk about how the big data and AI is going to be converged or has already been converged. And I picked actually some example projects. We've been working on many projects, but 2 major categories that I want to cover here. The first one is the digital watermarking, and then how we're going to use it for trusted data trading. And the second one is the inference optimization of large language models. That is a trend nowadays. And then at the end, I want to introduce some of the contest talents in Huawei Cloud, similar to you guys. Okay, so I had some animations in my slides. I think they're removed. But That was much better, but it's okay. So yeah, guys, you know that AI is going to be a new general purpose technology, or GPT. And we've come a long way from the age of farming all the way to the 21st century that is called AI era. And thanks to the computational powers such as GPUs or NPUs, we can promote AI development to be able to actually get to the third wave of AI. And if we divide it into 4 phases, we started from the first phase when we partially explored the technological advances and also the applications, and then the collision between these two and also the societies. And then we're in the third phase, that is the synergy between them. And then in the last phase, hopefully we're going to get the stable development, and then probably by the end of 2025, more than 86%, that's actually an estimation, of the enterprises is going to cover the AI adoption. And in terms of the AI Plus and Plus AI, everybody's smart here, I guess. You guys know what the difference, but just briefly. So AI Plus, we call it AI Plus because we explored different capabilities of AI to solve the real-world problems. For example, image classification, speech recognition, reading compression. It's been proved that the AI can solve these problems even much more accurate than humans, especially nowadays due to the like GPT-style models or large language models such as OpenAI O1 or even Huawei Pangu models. We can solve them all at once really accurately. And Plus AI, we say when we actually empower the enterprise production systems using AI, such as in the smart cities, smart healthcare, autonomous driving, and many other examples. So Huawei Cloud, yeah. So Huawei, as you see these stats here, has more than 15 research and development centers across the globe, all the way from the Europe, Ireland, France, Germany, to Canada, including Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal, which is closer here, actually, to here. And we are ranked #1 in terms of filing patents and innovation. And more than 10% of our employees are PhDs. I think it should be more, maybe 20%. And we've been collaborating and cooperating with different global organizations, more than 85. And also, we have more than 5K R&D engineers. And Huawei Cloud has 4 core parts, if I want to divide it. I'm not going to actually get into the details, but in general, it's divided into algorithms, computational power, data governance, and also AI platforms and algorithm frameworks. And these are the 4 legs, or the 4 major components in Huawei Cloud. And so this concept, actually, I was going to talk about it because it's quite important. So you know that as we are moving forward, the majority of the technologies are trying to converge. And one perfect example would be big data and AI technologies, right? And then in the past, AI was quite isolated from the data engineers, and then AI developers had to rely heavily on the data that are prepared by the data engineers. There was no efficient way to communicate between them. But Huawei Cloud made it actually quite possible to effectively and efficiently communicate between these 2 specs. So in Huawei Cloud, we have 2 general pipelines. One is called data Rs, that is related to the big data part, and we have model Rs, that is for the AI part. And then thanks to the unified metadata and unified storage components on Huawei Cloud, it can actually make it more efficient to communicate between these 2 specs. And a brief introduction about data Rs. So this is the overall pipeline. Given some data sources, we can use integration tools to put it in the Data Rs Studio and process all the data all the way to the asset management in the industries. And again, unified metadata component or mechanism is going to help to communicate with the AI part. And it has 5 important features. It's pretty simple, actually, to import the data. That is called one-click data import. The data preparation is quite simple. It's low code. You don't have to do a lot of codings. And it also has a lot of features such as security management, quality, and also asset management. One perfect example about the customers of data arts is Shingi Glass Company, which uses data arts to process tens of millions of data within 1 hour. In the past, they had to spend more than 1 week to do so, but thanks to data arts and Huawei Cloud, they can process it in 1 hour. And the next part is model arts that is related to the AI platform, the second pipeline that I talked about. And this one, it has a lot of industry use cases, as you see. And the pipeline is divided into 4 major parts that include data preparation, development environment, training, and also inference. Detailed components are listed here. I'm not going to get into the details, but the core technologies, as you can see, is kind of divided into 3 parts. The knowledge computing, the Pangu models. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but Pangu model is like a large language model, multimodal large language model, similar to OpenAI, GPT, for example. And it's a huge model that can process a lot of data and in different modalities. And also we have the optimization solvers. And in terms of the computational framework, it can support many frameworks, including PyTorch, TensorFlow, and many others. So 2 example customers, we have it at the other side. The first one is Vidya Robotics in Indonesia, where Huawei collaborated with them to build the smart construction sites. And the AI implementation procedure was made 30 times more efficient thanks to the model arts. And the second customer is Philippines, I guess, the Palawan rainforest, where Huawei helped the government of the Philippines to be able to protect the rainforest, not to lose a lot of actually parts in the rainforest by setting up a lot of acoustic sensors, and then it's going to catch the sound of illegal activities, for example, such as chainsaw or logging that are illegal in the rainforest. And then the data is going to be uploaded to the cloud, and then the local authorities are going to be aware, and then they'll move to the crime scene to take action. And I think I can skip that part. I already talked about it. This is actually the Pangu models. And okay, so I picked 2 major categories, as I mentioned in the outline, to talk a little bit about it. It's going to actually get a little bit into the more technical details, but I try not to much. And the first category is trusted data exchange plus watermarking. And second category is the inference optimization of large language models or multimodal large language models. And we've been working on many projects listed there: optimization solvers, natural language processing for optimization modeling, operations research, and also autonomous driving using large language models. But I'm just going to briefly talk about these 2 categories. So as you see, annually we publish more than 30 papers, research papers, in top-tier conferences in AI, computer vision, and natural language processing. You can see the list of them here. And we also manage to organize tutorials, competitions, and challenges in different conferences as well. So the first part is data trading or data exchange. So everybody knows that we are in the digitalization movement, and nowadays everything relies on data. That's why there's a booming demand or significant demand for data trading and data sharing. So we're going to need some data marketplaces to be able to communicate and to connect the data providers and the data consumers to be able to make the trade happen, right? And it has a huge potential market. There is some existing products already in the market. You should know them, probably AWS Data Exchange, Snowflake, Google Analytics, and also Microsoft Data Share. But there is 2 major concerns regarding this data trading that is listed here. The first one is called, I call them R&R, that is rights and responsibilities. So we need to find a way to protect the copyright of the data and also avoid illegal redistribution or false claim of the ownership. And the second part is responsibility. Sometimes it's called responsible AI. For example, if you're generating an image, it doesn't have to be, it shouldn't be actually inappropriate. And we need to actually find a mechanism to be able to detect such illegal activities. So to deal with these problems, digital watermarking has been proved to be a very good, viable solution. And for those who don't know what it is, it's simply the procedure of embedding or injecting a secret message or a watermark into some digital asset. For example, this is like a horse rider on I think that's on Moon or Mars, that is generated by DALL-E. And you can simply inject a watermark into that in an invisible way. And later you can use it, you can extract the watermark for identification or attribution to the user responsible for that. Depending on the data type and the application scenario, we can have a variety of different methods for watermarking. So today I want to actually cover two of the data types, that is image and also 3D. And in terms of the perception, imperceptibility, that is called invisibility as well, or perceptibility, that is visibility. So we can have two types of watermark. For the image one, I want to cover the invisible method, and for the 3D, I want to talk about the visible part of the watermarking method that we have. So the first project, cool project that I love it, that we have done, is called Lava. And what it does actually, that's invisible image watermarking technique, specially designed for generative models. So as you know, generative models such as DALL-E is generating a lot of cool, realistic images that is pretty indistinguishable from the real ones made by humans, right? And then, but there's a concern that there might be a misuse of these contents, so we need to be able to detect it. So invisible watermarking is a very good solution here. And we propose, and we kind of invented this solution that is called latent aware in-generation image watermarking, where we try to inject the watermark or the message within the diffusion process. So the majority of the image generation models is based on diffusion models, latent diffusion models. And we inject the watermark within the latent space, and then once the image is generated, it's already watermarked. So you don't have to do any post-processing to generate to inject the watermark. And then later, once you have the watermark image, for example, the governments or the authorities can simply use the watermark extraction part to detect whether or not this is AIGC image, or detect who is the responsible user, or what company or what model has been used to generate that image. And using this technique, actually, we managed to achieve state-of-the-art results, and we published actually the paper in ECCV 2024. Huawei, the headquarter, actually considered this invention to be as a high-value patent or high-value invention. And you can see the results and also some qualitative results there. Do you have a pointer here? I don't. Okay, that's fine. And the first row is the original images, and the second row is the watermark images. And as you can see, the quality is not damaged. And we have actually some good accuracy, extraction accuracy, compared to the other methods. So the second project that we've been working on is called 3D visible watermarking. The same the procedure of protecting the assets, but in a visible way, because some governments actually enforcing visible watermarks on the assets, especially the AI-generated 3D assets. That's quite valuable. You need to protect it to make sure the copyright and also the responsible AI part is already covered. And that's why we propose a novel end-to-end pipeline to automatically emboss or embed the embeddings, the watermarks, by automatically finding the good location and orientation on the 3D assets. It looks simple, but it's not actually. It's a very complicated procedure because we're dealing with 3D data. It's not like a 2D visual image. And thanks to this method, we managed to achieve much better results compared to the baselines. And also, we published a paper in WACV 25. The pipeline is shown here, and you can see some visual examples on the right. The left column is our method. As you see, it's nice and clean, and it doesn't damage the shape or quality of the asset. But on the right, we have the previous works or the competitors. That is kind of damaging, actually, the visual shape of the asset. Okay, the second part of the project I want to talk about, the category is inference optimization of large language models. So we know that these foundation models or large language models have a very good, significant, deep understanding in different modalities. And but if you want to process images and videos, we need to encode them into some tokens. We call them visual tokens. That is pretty similar to text tokens. But usually, there's too many tokens that are generated for images and videos. That is going to cause some difficulties for us. That is slow inference, and not to be able to process long videos, and also the high memory usage. to deal with these problems, we propose a solution named diff prune, that is for visual token pruning. And we simply reduce the redundant tokens, visual tokens, without touching the performance or the accuracy of the model. And then using this technique, we managed to achieve state-of-the-art results on a variety of image and video and language task understanding tasks. And by pruning more than 50 to 80% of the tokens, we can achieve, we can lower the latency by 50% and also the memory by 25%. And we also published this paper at CVPR 2025. I think we already put it in archive, but it's going to be published by CVPR soon. And you can see the results here as well. And the second project is CASP for the same purpose of inference optimization of multimodal large language models. But there's a difference here. So we consider the fact that the size of these models is really massive, right? Hundreds of gigabytes. And then it's going to actually pose some challenges, such as inference, delay, memory usage, and also deployment issues. So one good solution to deal with this problem is to apply model compression techniques. And it's been quite underexplored for multimodal large language models. So our goal was to design a compression technique that is plug and play. And it's post-training, so you don't have to go through the training procedure, the costly training procedure of large language models, and it can be used for any model, right? And it should work for low bit compression, so instead of just having like 16-bit precision for the weights of the models, we can actually reduce it to 2 bits, and then we can save a lot of memory here. And then it shouldn't affect the performance of the model. These are the 3 major points here. So that we propose a technique named CASP. So compared to the previous works, the first one actually here in this figure is the original model when we have 16-bit. And it is quite big, expensive, but it's quite accurate. And then the existing solutions can do the compression up to 2 bits, as low as 2 bits, but it provides poor results. But our method doesn't have any accuracy drop, and it can achieve actually the same small, fast, and cheap features. And using that technique, we managed to compress the model to 2 bits and then lower the latency by 2 times and also the memory by 8 times. And over a variety of image and video language understanding tasks, we managed to achieve state-of-the-arts compared to the other methods. And this work was also published at CVPR 2025, sorry. And you can see the results on the right in the bar chart here, and our method is much better than the others in the literature. Okay, so since I don't have enough time to go over all the projects that I've been talking about, we have a Git repo that includes more than 20 AI-related projects, since the pattern applications for all these works have already been filed. So the code is available. You can simply scan the barcode and then go and check all the projects. The code is available. Feel free to use them for research purposes. And yeah, I guess that was it. And this slide shows some of our contests. Oh, you want to scan it? Okay, sure. Couple more seconds. Sorry. Oh, we have a monitor here. I just noticed that. That's why I was just looking at the screen like that. Okay, sorry. It's good. It's quite useful. Okay. Done, guys? Cool. Okay, so yeah. Some of the contest talents in Huawei Cloud that has attended a lot of international competitions such as IMO and ICPC like you guys. You can see them here. So the one on the left, top left, is a friend of mine. We call him Peter. He's a senior AI researcher working on solver optimizations. So it could be you in the future. And thank you so much for your attention. If you have any questions, yeah, thanks. Yeah, this is my email address. If you have any questions, you would like to know more about our projects, feel free to contact me. Thanks again.
Thank you, Huawei, to be a wonderful sponsor for us there. And you know, in the afternoon, we will have the Huawei Challenge. Yeah? Huawei is sponsoring a challenge in the afternoon. It's going to be here for the teams, CCL teams downstairs, and it's open for anyone who wants to participate, yeah? If coaches and anyone who wants to participate, you can bring your own computer and participate, yeah? Okay. So now we have another one. Yeah, JetBrains.
Thank you, Carlos. Okay, me again. This time I'm changing to English, okay? But the slides are in Portuguese and Spanish. I hope I don't do a great mess in Spanglish, Portuñol, and everything. But my name is Luis de Bella. I'm a regional marketing manager at JetBrains for Latin America. This month I'm turning 6 years at JetBrains. So, as I mentioned in my first talk, we are a global tool sponsor for this event, and we are supporting the event since 2001. As Bill mentioned, a team from JetBrains started here at ICPC back in 2000, and many of the finalists that went to finals in ICPC actually work nowadays at JetBrains. Okay, so I think most of you, as we talked yesterday, know a little bit about our tools already. But JetBrains turned 25 years this year, last February, and we developed integrated development environments, IDEs, for many languages in the market, and also for data access like data grip and many others. And among this, we also developed some other solutions like UTrack for project management, Codana for code quality, TeamCity for CI/CD integration, and Datalaw for collaborative data science platform. So since the beginning, one of the strategies of the company was to make available our solutions for students and educators. So our IDEs are for free and complete for students while they are studying, and also for universities and for teachers to teach. Okay, so I have here the QR code. You can also find these at our room downstairs and also in our table outside to scan and download free licenses. So we have a promotion for 6 months of licenses for participants at this ICPC event here. Well, it's the same in Spanish, okay. For this event and the partnership we have with ICPC, you are going to have available in your machines during the competition 3 of our IDEs installed. So we are going to have Sea Lion, PyCharm, and IntelliJ IDEA, 3 of our main IDEs. Here you have some of the functionalities that I'm not going to talk much about them, but you're going to have these IDEs with full functionality that those of you who knows how to use it, you can profit a lot to use our IDEs during the competition on Sunday. So this is some customer testimonials we have about customers who uses Sea Lion. And a good thing that I'm going to tell you is that we have this research that 1/3 of the teams that participated in the worldwide finals in 2004 used Sea Lion. So it's a great opportunity for you to learn and benefit from this IDE, okay? Also here we are going to have IntelliJ. I can make available this presentation afterwards, and you can see some of the resources and benefits you have in all of our IDEs. Afterward, we are going to have someone here that is a customer that will talk about a little bit his experience using our solutions since he was a student until nowadays after 20 years when he's a professional in the market. And then PyCharm for Python. And then one of the things since I started in the region was to care about our region regarding speak our language. So we have nowadays two websites, one in Brazilian Portuguese and another one in Latin American Spanish that is localized, fully localized and totally synced with the corporate website in English. So I tried to make this available since the beginning because I think it's important. It's still in Latin America. Many people still doesn't speak English. We still need to develop the learning and the education on the language. So it's important to talk local languages in the region. So we have two websites. We have two blogs. We try to publish at least two or three blog posts weekly. And the idea is to start to tell and publish our local stories as well. Not only the content localized, but to get engaged with local customers in the region and start to have our own stories published in the site. And also, we also have 2X accounts for both languages as well, where we publish frequently local success stories and also information about product launches, new releases, and so on. So one of the things that impacted me when I started at JetBrains 6 years ago was that I was in my first event, the developer conference, a huge event for developers here in Brazil, and we had a booth, and many people, many developers participating in this event, they came to the booth where I was spontaneously to thank JetBrains for the help our IDs gave to their careers. So it was so impressive to me. I'm in the IT business for almost 35 years, and I never saw this kind of spontaneity of people coming to you to thank you, the company, for the good product, saying that our products help them to reduce the learning curve and in their career. So that's the reason why now I'm going to call to the stage Adiel Cristo. He is from Bahia, he's from Salvador, and he's a user of JetBrains solutions for over 20 years, and he's going to tell a little bit about his experience using our solutions and how this has been helping his career. It's your turn now.
Hello everyone, thank you for having me. So, I'll try to go straight to this question. And I started in 2003 as a hobby. I was not a student yet, and I started to learn. And since the beginning, I remember using the JetBrains IDEs, and always as I was always trying to be on par with what the market was requiring. So I was trying to use or at least know about the things that was being used in, everywhere. And one of the things that I saw was the wars about the IDEs or the terminals or the tools that we use every day. And for me, one thing that became clear since a long time ago, it was everything we do, we need to deliver value. We need to have a way to deliver what it expects from us. And for me, one thing that make me use JetBrains since I don't remember when, is that it don't get in the way of my work. I started like using just the main functions, the simple functions, but without noticing, I started to use more and more functions, and the bulk of my day, the bulk of my work was being spent not in trying to or struggling to do the task because I need to jump from one place to another, from one window to another, from one tool to another. When you start to use the IDE, you see that everything is there. Everything that you use, from the terminal to the compiler to the tools to help you debugging, to help you see things that you are too busy or with your mind too occupied to see. And that's one of the main things that made me continue to use the IDE. And every time that, without being sponsored by the company, when I have the chance, I talk about the use of these tools because they really help you, and the company do or provide ways for us to have these tools, even when we don't have, like in the beginning of our career, when we are at the university, we don't have the meaning, at least from where I come from. Usually my colleagues and I, we don't have the meanings to get to these tools. And by having this license as a student, since the beginning you can start using it, you can start to improve your work, the task that you do. And guess what? When I started to work in the industry, I don't remember a time when I was not using the IDEs. Not only here, I work in Brazil, I also work with teams in Switzerland, in New York, in the UK, and every place they were using the same tools. And I know it's not just by a choice or by our opinion or feeling. It's because of the value that it's delivered when we are using those tools. And that's why I continue to use it, and every time that I have a place or a way to help people to choose something, I try to say, okay, at least try it. Use it a little, and you see that, if not in the beginning, because you are learning to use the tool, but with time you start to see the value that you deliver. It's not only when you work alone, it's not only when you're working on your hobbies, on your own project, but in the main work that I do, not only for me, but also to the company that I work for, I see the value that it's delivered and the difference. I see the struggle that I need to do to, let's say, when you start to take more tasks to deliver something more complex, you start to need to jump between tools, you start to need to jump from one place to another. And for you that are working with competitive programming, you already know the pain that it's the change of context. And that happens when you are working daily. You need to go from one place to another, you need to go to one tool to the other, and you need to keep everything in mind. And it's really helpful to have a tool that can take away the painful parts and leave you only with the tasks that you need to do. That's why I use it, that's why I continue to use it, and like share the word about it. And that's all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Adele. Now we have another short video with another testimonial as well from another
Olá
customer.
pessoal, meu
It's
nome é
about 4
Ítalo, eu
minutes and
sou
then
cientista da computação.
I come back for a few words.
Olá pessoal, meu nome é Ítalo, eu sou cientista da computação formado pela UFRN, sou técnico informático pelo IFRN também e hoje eu trabalho como Machine Learning Engineer na Shape Digital. Já faz um tempinho, né, que eu codo, já faz mais de 10 anos. E eu queria falar um pouco sobre como a JetBrains impactou minha vida tanto academicamente quanto profissionalmente. Então, minha primeira experiência com a JetBrains foi durante a graduação. Eu sempre trabalhei e estudei. Então, no meu primeiro emprego como bolsista, eu trabalhei para o LAIS, o Laboratório de Inovação Tecnológica em Saúde, que fazia parceria com o Ministério da Saúde e desenvolvia sistemas para eles. E na época eu utilizava esse software aqui, que ele inclusive já foi descontinuado, que se chamava Atom. E quando eu cheguei no laboratório, todo mundo utilizava os produtos da JetBrains e me indicaram, utiliza os pacotes da JetBrains, as ideias da JetBrains, que você vai ter um ganho de produtividade muito grande. Só que para a gente que é desenvolvedor sabe que trocar uma ideia por outra, no começo a curva de aprendizagem é grande, porque você perde todos os atalhos que você já sabia. Então eu fiquei um pouco reticente, mas assim que eu troquei, que eu baixei o Toolbox e eu baixei o PHP Storm, que a gente trabalhava com PHP, eu já notei que o ganho de produtividade era excelente. E eu ficava, nossa, então acho que é assim que desenvolvedores profissionais trabalham, é com a JetBrains. Então eu baixava o Toolbox e eu baixava o PHP Storm e o DataGrip. E eu lembro que o DataGrip foi essencial assim, na minha primeira experiência como bolsista, porque a gente que é técnico em informática fazia uma tabelinha, 5 tabelinhas, fazia um sisteminha de CRUD assim, simples. Quando eu rodei as migrations do meu primeiro projeto lá no LAIS, tinha 80 tabelas. Então aquilo ali já me deu um susto, assim, já meio que derreti na cadeira e fiz, meu Deus, como é que eu vou entender tudo isso aqui, sendo que a documentação era inexistente, né? Então o PHP Storm ele tinha um plugin para o DataGrip, eu baixava ele em separado. O DataGrip me fornecia, na hora que eu ia escrever os scripts e as consultas, eles já faz sugestões que fazem muito sentido com os relacionamentos entre as tabelas. E uma das funcionalidades que mais me ajudou foi justamente utilizar a visualização de diagrama deles, que é excelente, sim. E quando eu ia fazer alguma migração de banco de dados, que sempre dá aquele medo, né? Eles têm esse esquema diff, que também foi essencial, assim, para eu me destacar entre os bolsistas e conseguir melhores oportunidades dentro do laboratório. Fora do laboratório, na graduação, eu já comecei a utilizar meio que tudo que a JetBrains oferecia na licença de estudante dele. Então, como o curso de ciência da computação é muito focado em C++, eu utilizava o C-Lion para fazer todos os trabalhos da faculdade. Ficava muito fácil com os autocompletes dele, ele já me avisava quando tinha um erro de referência, um erro que pode passar despercebido a olho nu. A JetBrains já ia lá e me indicava, olha, isso aqui está errado, e salvou muito tempo da graduação. Quando eu fui pagar coisas relacionadas à web, eu utilizei o WebStorm, que era excelente para trabalhar com JavaScript. Aí nessa época que eu comecei a trabalhar com Vue também, já era muito bom também, já deve estar bem melhor, porque Vue estava começando no 2, e agora a gente já está no 3, indo para o 4, então está cada vez melhor os produtos da JetBrains. E esse foi o impacto que a JetBrains teve de produtividade, tanto acadêmico quanto profissionalmente. Hoje eu trabalho utilizando o PyCharm no meu dia a dia. E eu indico se você é estudante, você pegar essas licenças, baixar o Toolbox e utilizar. Só tem um conselho que se você fizer isso, é um caminho sem volta. Você vai começar a ficar mal acostumado com a qualidade e a produtividade que os produtos da JetBrains te dá.
Bom, era isso. That's it. And I would like to say once again, thank you so much, Bill, for having us, for having JetBrains as part of this great community. It's a pleasure for us to be here and be part of this. And for you again, good luck, have fun, enjoy these days. And we are available every night from 8 to 10 p.m. downstairs. Okay, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Remember about opportunity space.
what you can do, who you know, and who knows you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, JetBrains. We have another sponsor. Yeah, it's Nubank. Where are the guys? The purple guys. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's Nubank. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Well, first of all, it's an honor to be speaking to such a talented group. I think you guys must be very excited, so we'll keep this brief. I'm Felipe. I'm an ML engineer at Nubank. We also brought in a veteran from ICPC to talk some more. So,
hello, everyone. My name is Thiago. I'm working at Nubank for the past 6 years. And I was a contestant between 2013 to 2017. And also I have participated in the World Finals. And I'm so happy to be here back as a sponsor, but I also think that it's very cool to be among you guys. It's really a great competition, and it's also awesome to watch all of this. So about Nubank, for those who don't know, Nubank is a tech company working in the financial sector. It was founded in 2013, and its mission is to fight the complexity of the financial services and to empower people. And today we have more than 100 million customers. It's about 114 million customers. And always we are very focused on the customers and the experience for the people. So I think this is very cool because I can relate with my with the time that I participated in the ICPC. After I left the ICPC, when I finished my graduation, I was looking for opportunities to keep working with algorithms and making the code to run faster, to do all these things that we have been practicing for years. And people used to tell me that, oh, you won't find any job that you can do the same thing that you do in the ICPC. But then I joined Nubank, and I started working with improving systems and making things running faster. And it's really cool when you see yourself doing, it's kind of the same job that you used to do in the ICPC, but in a different way, and impacting customers. And so it's like the difference when you compare the ICPC to the real world. You can take instead of having a few judges judging your code, you have 100 million customers waiting for your code to run faster. And it's awesome when you deliver something that it's impacting the customers. So most of the work that I have been done on the past few years, it's about making the code run faster. So it's awesome when I see these opportunities at Nubank, and how can I keep working with all these things that I learned when I was in the ICPC. So I hope it can be an opportunity for you guys to have this such place to keep working with all this stuff that you learn. And I believe that you are really good doing that. So yeah, for example, Nubank has some goals, like how to make the screens for the customers to load faster. So we have a target of opening every screen and loading all the data for the customers to run beyond 500 milliseconds. So it's kind of similar to what we have on the ICPC, because we also have a timeout for the code to run. But instead of judges, we have the customers waiting for the code to run faster. So it's really cool when you see the impact and the things that you can do for people. And yeah, so also Nubank has offices in Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico. So we have a lot of different customers, and we also have offices in Germany, USA, and people working from all over the world. So it's really cool having such different people and a lot of really nice people working to make things for the customers. Yeah, so we also have opportunities. You want to talk?
Yeah, so of course, it's when you get to 100 million people, it's really hard. Like, you get every kind of bug, every kind of oddity. I've never seen so much weird shit happening with code. But that's what makes it brilliant, right? That's what makes it challenging, that's what makes it fun, and that's why we love coding so much. And because of that, we're looking for the best people. And this is why we're here. We have open positions in software engineering, data science, machine learning engineering, internships for those who, I think most of you are still in uni. And I should have shown this. We have a challenge for you guys. So some of you have already solved it. We had the QR code yesterday for those who came at 8 p.m. But you can also use this QR code to tell us more about you guys, and then let's talk. Maybe one last thing. We do this because we love it, but this is a skill that can really change and like bring a lot of impact. So if you want to write code that actually is going to change people's lives, like, this is a great place to do it, and this is why I joined, and this is why I think you should consider joining. Thank you so much.
Here's a bit of history. We did an analysis of ICPC alumni back in 2017, and I want to update it, but it's illegal now. And things change. Because some people abuse things, then the laws come and make it impossible to find some things out. But what was interesting is when we looked at the largest employers of ICPC talent, okay, and looked at and there were 5,000 companies involved in this. When we looked at the top 25 of those, 20 of them were financial services and investment. Okay, and if you'll notice, the last host sponsor of the World Finals was Freedom Bank. And the one for the upcoming competition is Central Bank of Azerbaijan, and 90% of what they're doing is exactly what NU is doing, making customers happy. There's democracy, okay, and there's a marketplace. And the bottom line is 100 million people vote for them. You see, about probably every 500 milliseconds. Right, so anyway, lots of interesting things are happening in your world, but what I love is the focus is on providing service for your neighbors, and so thank you. Oh, and since I didn't get to plug our Huawei champions in here when they were in here, they have 3 billion customers on planet. They actually get elected every 500 milliseconds to continue as Huawei, and so that's a pretty
pretty amazing statistic that is very, very real. And they've been really pushing on research and making it available to anyone who would like to extend it. I'll also mention that when I noticed the embedded watermark and things, you know, my background is in coding theory and cryptography. We were doing that in '85. So anyway, go ahead.
Thank you, Bill. So we are going to starting to get to the finish of this opening ceremony. Before finishing it, we are in a wonderful place with a wonderful swimming pool, and the sea is great. But please take care. Yeah, the sea is not easy here. If you don't swim, don't go to the sea. Yeah, we actually have had a drowning today by the sea, just in front of the hotel. Yeah, so please take care. Yeah, we hope that you take care. Yeah, hobbies.
I want to talk a little about our schedule today. Just after the lunch, starting exactly 1 p.m., we'll have the Huawei challenge. I think it finishing 4 p.m. And just after, we'll have a coffee break here in the foyer. And very important, 5 p.m. we'll have our official forum just in front of our pool. The teams, please stay with your flags. And today I think it's that, right? Yes, you are helping me. Tomorrow we will have the warm-up starting 9:30. Yes, we will have the same rules in the warm-up and in the competition, both starting at the same time. Right, the same rules without electronic devices and so on. Yes. Today we will have excursion to our historical center tomorrow. Yes, I say tomorrow, right? Today? Oh. We'll leave the hotel exactly 1 p.m. Everybody needs to be here in front of the hotel. So have the lunch as fast as you can. And everybody, tira aqui para mim, por favor. And all of you will receive 3 t-shirts. One of them is this t-shirt, this kind of t-shirt. Carlinhos will be our model. Sir? Okay. Here in Bahia, during our carnival, that was 1 week ago, we normally use this kind of t-shirt that we call here in Bahia abadá. So we made one for each one of you, and everybody must be using this t-shirt tomorrow. Não serve? Sorry. Okay, but you have one of the correct size. So everybody must be using this t-shirt tomorrow, right? Yeah. To identify you like a community, we are talking about our union, community, and so on. This is exactly for that. Here in Bahia, identify a cultural group, right? Because we have a lot, right? To lunch? To have lunch? Yeah. So I think it's finished, no? Right? Thank you, everybody. We see you soon.